All right, hour number 1 of today's show is in the books, and we open up hour number 2 with a man who just went deep last night as the Orioles picked up a win in Game 2 against the Guardians. They get ready for Game 3, and we welcome back to the program Mr. Ryan O'Hearn, who is with us now here on GCR. Ryan, it's Glenn. It's great to catch up, man. Thank you for taking the time for us, and thank you for hitting a home run last night so we can be in good moods today.
Good morning, man. How you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Everything is good, dude. Ryan, can we do we say definitively that you guys needed the hydration station back? That was what got the mojo back. Now everybody's going to start hitting all the home runs again.
I mean, we can blame it on the hydration station, whatever you want to do, but last night was fun. We can keep that rolling.
No doubt about it. Last night was an awful lot of fun. Ryan, for guys like me that because I always this is interesting to me. Do you guys internally? When you go through a tough stretch, because people talk about it all the time, the best teams in baseball are going to go through stretches where, you go 6-9, something like that. Do you guys overreact to it, or internally are you like, hey, we know this is just how baseball goes. We know we don't need to press. We know we don't need to worry about it. These are just the ebbs and flows of a baseball season.
I would say good teams don't overreact. It's easy to get caught up in, all the outside noise, but the reality is we got to show up the next day and win and play a game. So, it's media and fans, they're passionate, they overreact sometimes, or in their mind, maybe not overreact. They react how they think they should be reacting, and that's fine. And it shows how much they care. So that's great. But for us and the guys in the locker room that have to go out and play the game, that can be a distraction. So I think you got to find a way to shut that out. Players do, and lean on each other. We know what we want to do. We know things when they're not going good or when they are going good, and sometimes you just got to tune out everything else and show up the next day ready to play.
Is it different for you? Like, do you have to have that conversation with younger guys? Like, because you've been through it, Like, do you have? I know Charlie Morton talked about the idea of being irrational about it, and just got to have utter and complete confidence. Do you need to have that conversation with a younger guy that maybe hasn't been through something like that, and explain all that to him? Like, hey, man, this is just baseball. Settle down.
Maybe a little bit. I mean, maybe not so much like a serious sit down, but more like a, hey, screw it. We'll play tomorrow. You know what I mean? Everybody has bad days at work. What are you going to take it into the next day? I mean, you can't in this business. It's definitely a one day at a time type of thing. It's a long season. And, you can, if you let this funk linger from day to day, then it can hurt you in the long run. But I think it's all about, flushing it and getting ready to show up the next day, try to win.
I appreciate that. All right, so the one last night that it's just a no doubter. It's just you hit the crap out of the ball. When we say no doubter,
Utah Street by a foot.
Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I thought I had a shot.
I think they got to give it to you.
Yeah, we gotta lie about that.
It hit one of the flags. It
right?
should have been on.
It would have gotten there, no doubt. We got to put a baseball out there anyway.
They take that very serious. It's got to have video evidence support.
Wow.
Where it landed.
What? Okay, but do you is it when we say no doubter? Is it no doubter to you? When you make the contact, do you know you can go into your trot? You don't even have to bother to look. Can you just feel it off the bat?
Yes, for sure.
How do you know that? Is it the sound? Is it the feel? What is it to you that allows you to say, "Oh,
that's a great question." I don't know. I think we just hit baseballs all day. So you I've done it so many times. I was I know when it's going to go out or not. For the most part, I mean, there are some days where maybe the wind's blowing in or out, and it's oh wait, I got out. But for the most part, you have a pretty good idea when it's going to go or not, or if it's going to be or if it's going to be close. And you're not pimping anything. You're running.
Do you
but
have
I don't know. I just think it's we just do it so much. You get used to it.
Did you have any worry last night on the one? Was it going to go foul? Did you know, no, I got it right on the part of the bat. I don't have to worry about that.
I hit it good, and you know what? I just kind of saw the trajectory, and it wasn't really hooking too much.
Yeah.
So I was okay, we're good.
We're good.
You can kind of feel when you hook it a little bit, and then it's is it going to stay fair? But no, I was pretty good.
I love it. I've always wanted to know what that. It's got to be the coolest feeling in the world, right? Like it's just when you know, it's just got to be the coolest thing you can experience.
I mean, there's nothing like a major league home run.
Yeah. Right. Like there's so few humans that are capable of doing it.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome.
Man, I'm jealous of that skill set. Ryan O'Hearn is with us this morning here on GCR. I wish I'd ever know what it was. Ryan, obviously last night was Bark in the Park night. Are you a dog owner?
I am, yes.
Did you was your dog in the building at all last night?
No, our dog Olive is back in Texas right now, but we're gonna go get her. My wife's going to get her here in like a week or so. But she's been back home. But she's a dachshund.
Nice.
Black and tan. Yeah, she's we love wiener dogs. So.
Wow. Okay.
She didn't make it last night.
I am a dog lover, and I am someone who's very active with like Show Your Soft Side and Animals charities in the community. So this means a lot to me. Have you always been a dog person? Did you like have to fall in love with a certain dog in order to become a dog person? What is your experience with dogs in your life?
Oh, I love dogs. I've never met a dog I didn't like. I've been a dog person my whole life. We had multiple dogs growing up, and we got Olive is 7 years old, something like that. So yeah, I mean, I think dogs are angels. They're awesome.
I agree wholeheartedly with that sentiment. Do we now, after Jackson hit the Grand Slam with Coconut there, do we try to make sure there's room for Coconut to now be at every game moving forward?
I think we should get Coconut in the dugout, honestly.
I mean, this is straight shoot, right? Like, why wouldn't? How cool would that be? Like, that would be. Like, could you imagine every time you guys like walk by and pat Coconut on the head on the way out? Like, that has to be an amazing. I know that there's some amount of joke to that, but like, I don't think that that's crazy. I think Coconut maybe should become part of the team moving forward.
I mean, considering how much failure happens in baseball and how frustrating it could be, there could be like some sort of what is it called? Emotional support dog. That's the word I'm looking for.
Dude,
we could get an emotional support animal in the dugout. That might help.
People make fun of.
I would have to take it out on the walls.
Right.
Underneath.
We live in an era where people make fun of everything. Like that's just who we are as people. To your point about the fans and things like that. And so I remember being in college, and they told us like on study day before finals that there would be straight shoot emotional support puppies that would be on campus. And then of course we get the people be like, oh, this is the softest generation. This is, you guys. I'm like, who is complaining about the idea of there being puppies on campus to go, like, give a cuddle to? Who thinks that's a bad idea in any world? My God, what's wrong with you?
I know, right? I completely agree with that. The dog should be left out of it,
Yes. We got
accepted everywhere.
We got real problems, and I am in favor of Coconut. Because I know there are future Bark in the Parks. If Olive is here, will your plan then be to bring Olive to the games moving forward when there is a Bark in the Park?
I would love for Olive to go to a game. I'll have to ask my wife Hannah about it. She's the one who would have to.
Yeah, take care.
I feel like she definitely would. Like Olive doesn't move a whole lot. She kind of just.
She's chill.
She likes to eat and she likes to sleep, and she's. I'm sure she would just be. Chilling at a nose game. I think she would be fine.
I love that. We got to get Olive to a game. We got to make that happen. Ryan, important question already. I know it's early in the season. Have you and a fellow Ryan, have you discussed this year's prom pose for Team Photo Day yet?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's got to happen, right?
I mean,
we've come this far.
The people demand it.
They usually don't take the pic until, they take the picture in, August, maybe July. It's later, so we got some time. But I think it's up to me. We got to recreate it. I'm sure he's on board.
How did it start? Right? Like, was it just spur of the moment? Did you guys talk about it ahead of time? And obviously, it's become tradition now.
Yeah, no. In 23, it was just spur of the moment. We were just joking, and we didn't know that anybody was taking a pic of it until we turned over and the camera guy was pointing it at us. And then last year. One of the photographers was like, "Are we doing the prom pose?" And I looked at Mountie, and Mountie's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I think we got to run it back, do it one more time.
It's the best. It's the best. It's my favorite thing. I love it so much. This is good. Chris wants to know, off the bat last night, did you think there was any chance that you were going to the warehouse?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Do you think it's impossible?
No, I don't think it's impossible. Didn't Griffey do it?
He did it, but he did it in the home run derby. Like, when he's being lob balls that he wants.
Yeah, I mean, it would be tough. We've had a debate in the clubhouse recently about it, and we may try to do this if we could get some like old school BESR metal bats off of eBay or something, and then just have a machine like throwing like a loopy curveball or like a hanging curveball and see if guys could hit the warehouse.
If you charge, like, you could, if you said it's $20 to come watch us try to hit the warehouse with metal bats, 10,000 people at least would show up to watch that. It's like, we would are you kidding me? That sounds like, I would watch those videos of like the beer league softball guys go to like major league stadiums and try to crush like 500 feet. I would 1,000% pay money to watch this exhibition of you guys trying to tee off all of the. I mean, like, there's so many of you that are capable of doing it. All of the lefties, like, going up there trying. It would be awesome.
I mean, I got Heston going halfway up the warehouse, honestly.
No, really? You think he's the one?
No, not halfway up the warehouse, but I could see him. I mean, Rutsch, Gunnar. I mean, there's a lot of guys that could do it.
Yo, I would absolutely watch this spectacle. There is no doubt in my mind that I would watch this. Hey, Ryan, where are you? There was so much hullabaloo at the beginning of the season with the Torpedo bats. What did you make of it? Did you try it? Did you do anything with it? Where were you with all of that?
Man, Sig McGall had us on Torpedo bats back at the end of 23.
Okay.
And he's showed like the data as to why it works for certain guys, because it doesn't work for everybody. It depends on like your batted ball data and like where you hit the ball on the bat for the most part. But what's funny is I've used it in batting practice a few times. I have a few of them that from Sig. I only have one major league at bat with it, and I struck out and I put it in the trash pretty much.
Wait, was that a superstition thing, or did you just really not like the bat?
Well, I didn't even make contact, so I don't even know if I like the bat. I just was like,
you can't.
No, this isn't working for me. I'm going to go back to old school.
Are you a superstition guy in general?
Yeah, I'm superstitious, and I'm a creature of habit.
Okay.
Like, this bat's been working for me. Why am I going to, like, try to switch it up now type of thing?
I understand that. Are you like that? What are other things that you're like that with? Like, on game day, do you have other superstitions? Do you have other things that you have to do every day?
Oh, I mean, I have a routine like pretty much down within 5 minutes every day. I do the same.
What can you run through?
Stuff. Yeah, I mean, like
some guys. I asked that question because there are guys that be afraid. You wouldn't even talk about it. You'd be like, nope, I'm too superstitious. I can't tell you what it is.
Well, I'll just summarize. Like, okay. I get in the hot tub, cold tub at the same time every day. I get the same coffee from THB, and then I get one from Starbucks. So I get THB in the morning with my breakfast, and then on the way to the field, I hit Starbucks. I only go to the same gas station for Zins or whatever.
Yeah. But it's the same product you could get anywhere else, but you have to go to that gas station.
When I go to the field, like, I do everything at pretty much the same time, and I have like different templates for, if it's a 1 o'clock game, then I have like a certain routine. If it's a 6:35, then I have a certain routine, and like I can always kind of look at the clock and know what time it is, which is kind of funny, just because we do the same thing every day.
That's wild, man. That's so okay. But what about like on Tuesday night when the game was at 7:05? Did that screw you up?
No, like I have a different, like my 6:30 and 6:35 and 7:05 is just like, it's pretty much the same routine. It's just I leave 30 minutes earlier or later.
Got it. But everything remains the same from there. Is it?
Yeah, but like I have an idea of like what time it is without looking at the clock, which is based off of like
wild.
Where I'm at.
That's wild, man. Is it the same order at THB every day, or do you mix it up?
Yeah, I mean, I mix up the bagel. I just go sausage, egg, and cheese. Sometimes I go egg bagel. Sometimes I go everything. Really, actually, just those two, honestly.
I was always an onion bagel person. I always thought that the sausage, egg, and cheese on an onion bagel to me was perfect, and then
Really?
Well, yes, Mrs. Clark didn't share that opinion. She was not necessarily a fan of it, but that was
Really?
definitely a go-to. And then what about so I got to get to you could buy it. It's not that this gas station has a specific Zyn product. You could get it anywhere else, but you have to get it at that gas station.
Yeah, no, I just want to go to the same places every day. I think that just keeps me locked in.
Do they like are they happy to see like, oh, Ryan's here? Like, is it that type of situation?
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay, all right.
And they're like, why, she's like, why do you want so much of this? I'm like, it's not all for me.
But is it really actually all for you?
No, it's not always.
Like, that would be the greatest one of all time. Is if you're walking in.
Sometimes
I'm taking care of all the boys, and they're like, "Oh, that makes sense," and you're like, "I'm lying. It's all for."
I mean, that might be an excuse just to stop getting dirty looks, but
no doubt about it. Ryan, the one that I did want to ask, there's so much. You bring up some of the stuff that people talk about from the outside. One of the things that people talk about from the outside is how much, and maybe you're a perfect person to ask this because you do acknowledge your superstition. How much the lineups change from day to day, and does that impact you guys at all? Do you care about that type of stuff? Do you say, hey man, like I do like being in the rhythm. I like if I'm going to be in the lineup, I want to be hitting cleanup. Like does that have any impact on you, or is that a big nothing burger?
For me, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I could hit eighth or whatever, wherever. And the lineups, that's kind of just this. Like, we're not the Braves, we don't have the same 9 guys that play every day and then 3 guys that never play. Like, we have 13 guys that are going to contribute, that are legit big league players that could help you on any given night. And our team strategy is obviously to match up against the other team's pitcher. And especially early in the year, you have to keep everybody involved, because you can't just rely on a guy who's got 10 at bats and it's, the middle of May and we need you. You have to look at it from that point of view. And I think, realizing that, and that's how it's run, it's okay, I don't make the lineup. I'll hit wherever. I'll play wherever. And you know what? I don't think anybody on the team gripes about that. I think it's just our style. And I think the lineups are good.
I dig.
I don't think there's anything wrong with them.
Are you are you a fan of turn and burn O'Hearn? Do you enjoy that? I know you don't get to watch the games yourself, but I'm sure your family, your friends, has that become a part of your life?
Yeah, maybe. It's cool. It's very cool.
That is the most diplomatic answer
Ben
ever.
Brought it to Baltimore. I got to shout out Rex Hudler. Rex in Kansas City was the first one to hit me with that.
Oh, I didn't know it started there. I had no idea. I thought that was a Ben original.
I hate to do that to Ben, but it's Rex Hudler. He said, "Turn and burn O'Hearn and call the cops while you're at it."
Oh, that's good. Oh, I love Rex. By the way, Rex is awesome. Rex is
a man.
Rex has come on with us a ton. He actually played in Baltimore briefly years ago. And Rex, every time you talk to him, it sounds like he just did. I hope he doesn't get offended by this, but I know you know what I'm saying. It sounds like he just did a line of blow. It just sounds like he is, because he's on a 10 at all times. But it's just natural for him.
Wired, for sure. Yeah. He is wired.
God,
I think that's just he just got that infectious energy.
100%, man.
That's who he is.
He's the best.
Yeah. No, I love Rex Hudler.
Ryan O'Hearn, you're the best. You've always been great to us, man. Awesome to see you guys get a huge win last night. Looking forward to seeing how that you carry that over moving forward. Anything that we can plug for you at all?
Nah, man. Let's just take the series tonight.
I love the sounds of that, dude. Ryan, thank you as always for taking the time for us this morning, man. Really appreciate you. Let's talk again soon, all right?
Yep. Thanks, man.